SeatGeek. For all your ticketed events, from sporting to concert outings, SeatGeek has you covered. They even conveniently color-coded each ticket on their website from amazing to worst, so you can easily know which are the best deals. SeatGeek, the smart way to buy. Save $20 off your next ticket purchase with the promo code. Hey, everybody, I'm your host, Granny Gato, also known as the Big Cat. My cool guys, put your balls up if you're rocking with the Big Cat. Today, we're going to talk about the Carolina Panthers. Should they have a homecoming reunion with Josh Norman? We'll talk about it, but first, one quick question before we get started. Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? Yes? No? Maybe? 2020 election, do you vote? Do you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers? Check Exhibit A or check Exhibit B. If you love the Carolina Panthers like I love the Carolina Panthers. If you love, keep pounding like I keep pounding. Come on, let's do it together. Keep pounding. Keep pounding. Keep that. Let's talk about should the Carolina Panthers sign Josh Norman or let his ass stay where he is. Let's get into it.
That boy is good.
Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss the video. Now, when it comes to Josh Norman, this is a delicate, sensitive situation. Josh Norman, I'm usually the kind of guy that says, I don't break up with exes and then say, I want another chance with you, or I believe they reformed. But after looking at my research and after doing some investigative digging, I think I might make one exception. But let me address the Carolina Panthers cornerback situation now. We got James Bradberry, who I believe deserves top 15 money. He doesn't deserve top 10. He doesn't deserve top 5. Top 15 is fine. Would the Carolina Panthers give it to him, or would they franchise tag him? Okay? Again, so it's question there whether he's coming back or not. And then you got Dante Jackson, a guy who is supremely talented. And let's make no joke about it. My man is undisciplined as hell, but he's extremely talented. And I believe with the right coach, you know what I mean, Snow should hopefully cultivate him into being a well-rounded cornerback, okay? See, the thing about James Bradberry is he's not as athletic as D-Jack, but he's more fundamental. He's more, you know what I mean? He's not going to take as many chances, therefore leaving him vulnerable to more athletic receivers. The thing about D-Jack, he's athletic as hell, but he's not as disciplined, leaving him more vulnerable to disciplined receivers. So again, with that situation there, we could use another cornerback. Now, before I move on to Josh Norman, Luke Cole and Ross Cockrell, two guys I'm high on. Believe it or not, I'm high on Luke Cole and Ross Cockrell. I believe Ross Cockrell showed out, and I believe Luke Cole has room to develop as well from out of Notre Dame. So, again, we can use depth at this position. But let's move on to Josh Norman. Josh Norman, if you look up on your screen here, he has had 7 interceptions and 8 forced fumbles in his 4 seasons with the Washington Redskins. Now, it was not as quite as good as it was when he was with the Carolina Panthers. And the reason for that being is they try to make a cat bark. What do you mean by trying to make a cat bark, Big Cat? Well, what happens is my man Josh Norman is like his own cornerback. Yeah. And he's not a man-to-man. So if you look up on your screen right here, you'll see what the Washington Redskins did to him. In 2015, he had his best career year. The Carolina Panthers had him playing off the ball, zone coverage. He only played press coverage 34.1% of the time. In Washington, his whole entire career, he played press coverage 65% of the time. Sounds like a W mission, huh? No wonder Washington was failing. Again, a lot of you guys, you look at football like Madden, okay? Just because a player has a high rating, you think you just put him and play him in any system. It doesn't work that way, okay? If Josh Norman has a particular skill set, you cannot move him and say, well, he's a good corner, I can put him press. And he suffered, okay? We've seen him in the offseason get embarrassed by his Ohio State rookie receiver. We've seen that. We've seen him getting beat deep several times. And again, so Josh Norman is not a bad cornerback. Even though he's athletic as hell and maybe he's a little older, but I still think he's not a bad cornerback. Maybe this could be a match made in heaven. So just to add on a little more context to what I'm saying, Josh Norman hasn't had a season where he graded out with a 70 in press coverage or better since he came into the league. He has had a 58.9% grade over the 7-8 years that he's been in the league. So again, I mean, if you use somebody wrong, it can make anybody look bad. Now, I want to go behind the scenes and let's look at his production over this year. If you look up on your screen right here, you're going to see the opportunity that Josh Norman had this year. Now, you're going to see the snaps shared. He shared over 64% of the snaps, which was 72nd in the league. He lined up in the slot 4.5% of the time, which was 36 in the league. Targets allowed. He allowed 46 targets this year. 3.8 per game. Number 6 in the league. You don't want to be in the top 10 at that. Target rate. Yeah, call him Gun Show. Yeah, Mr. Gun Show. They targeted him 17.6% of the time when he was on the field. That's ranked 7th this past season. Gun Show. And routes defended. 261 routes equals up to 21.8 routes per game, which was 12. So he was all over the place. Average target distance. When they targeted him, it was usually about 17 yards down the field, ranked 78th. Target accuracy, it was 2.98%. So again, there was a reason why they were targeting him. Again, if you put somebody in an unfavorable position, it exposes them. It's unfair if you think about it. It's unfair to him that he was asked to do so much in a particular skill set that he doesn't have. So yes, this is the backside of it where you see he got exposed. So now that we got a chance to see the opportunity he had, let's look at the productivity. If you look back up on your screen again, what you're going to see is target separation, meaning the space that his target had to make a catch. 1.86 yards, which was 77th in the league. Pretty good. Receptions allowed. 32 receptions allowed this year, averaging a 2.7 receptions per game, meaning almost damn near 3 catches a game, which was ranked 8th. Yards allowed. This is a big one here. He allowed 454 yards, averaging 37 yards per game, which was 16th in the league. Ouch. Also, yards per reception. Every time a receiver lined up against him, the average amount of yards he gave up was 14.2 yards per game, which is 61st in the league. Yards per target. They usually gave up a 9.9 yards per target, almost a first down, which was 70th. Breakups, he only had 3 breakups, 67th in this league. Also, he allowed 9 touchdowns, 1 interceptions, which was 77th. So again, I mean, these numbers are a little bit skewed because of what he was put in. But even with that, man, I mean, you have to ask yourself, bring him in. Do you really think that he has anything left? Okay, I'm saying yes. I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? And then on top of that, even in the zone umbrella, he's still going to be asked to play man at some point in time. We're not always going to just line up his zone every play. If that's the case, we'll be picked apart. So, do you honestly believe that Eric Reed and Trey Boston can provide the umbrella coverage for him to thrive when we do line up in man? Okay, I'm under the assumption that Trey Boston can hold his own. Eric Reed, no disrespect to him, he's a hell of a run stuffer when it comes to that safety spot, but he's suspect when it comes to covering over the top, when providing that umbrella coverage. If you don't believe me, go look at the New Orleans Saints game where Cook got him real good, and there are a few other games. So hopefully this year, my man Snow comes in here and develops, him to be an even better safety than he is. He's already a hell of a safety, but he's just kind of a one-sided safety. Let's get that situated. But Josh Norman coming into this Carolina Panthers organization, I think it'll be a beautiful thing. At least we got to find out. You know what I mean? You got Cockrell, you got Luke Cole as backups. Why not? Why not move Dante Jackson in the slot, which will allow him to actually be favorable position when it comes to line up the quicker receivers? Because most of the time, people have quicker receivers in the slot. Edelman, Brandon Cooks. You have a lot of people, they move in and out that slot position. So, again, and then you got to think about it like this, too. The NFC South has the best receivers in the league. Yeah, I say it. The NFC South has the best receivers in the league. DJ Moore, Michael Thomas, Calvin Ridley, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Julio Jones. So, I mean, more backup, more help, and then not to mention his experience, I think it can work out just fine. Only if he asks for the right amount of money. You know what I mean? You can't come in here wanting that big Willie shit. You know what I mean? You haven't been producing like that. So, again, even though it's not your fault you haven't been producing, you still gotta earn it again. So I want to hear from you guys. I'm your host, Grande Gato, also known as the Big Cat. My cool cat, put your paws up. If you're rocking the Big Cat, tune into the podcast tonight at 9:30. We're doing the live stream, all right? Make sure you guys be there. I will be there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Keep Pound _TV. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Keep Pound _TV on Facebook. I'm El Grande Gato, also known as the Big K. Let's see where else we at. Let's get up out of here, man. Let the church say that. Now available for purchase, Keep Pounding TV ringtone and theme song on all your major streaming platforms: Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, Google Play Store, and many more. Also, you can order directly from Chazilla Beats on Instagram. Be sure to follow for all your local instrumentals and beats as well. Pause up and keep pounding.